Yeah, so there's a clock there, 4:17. 4:17 Eastern Standard Time. Hi, B. Bal's Youth. Hold on, let me see who you are real quick, just to welcome you properly. Oh, I can't pronounce your name, I'm really sorry. I'm just far too westernized. Hey everybody, Bob Doyle here. Thank you for joining this little Periscope dealio. This won't be long, but I did want to check in on a couple of things, just for the purposes of those of you who might be joining. Hey, Mr. World Famous! Mr. World Famous, aren't you on the East Coast? Are you the one that's in Atlanta? There's somebody in Atlanta. And I'm in Atlanta. I just flew across the country, and boy, are my arms tired. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I'm here actually for the weekend to visit my son. So I am not in sunny, wonderful, beautiful LA. Baiju from Kerala, India. Nice to have you. I know I'm butchering the pronunciation of your country. JC, excellent. Welcome, JC. What's JC up to? JC has not provided a profile description, so I can't give you any free plugs or invite followers. But hey, look, so last night, say hello from Brazil. Hello from Brazil. For those of you who don't know who I am and why you should spend any time with me, I can answer the first part, but I can't qualify the second part. My name is, in fact, Bob Doyle. Hi, Al Bunique. You were there last night. I am so happy that you joined us last night. So last night, me and at Lynn Rose and at Joe Simon. People don't have real names anymore. They only have ats in front of themselves now in Periscope world. So we did this hello. We did this scope that was music-based. Thank you. Yes, it was a lot of fun. I really didn't do much, but I'll talk about that in a second. Joe Simon is somebody that we discovered a few days ago on Periscope. He's in the LA area, and he was just killing us with this, singing your comment stuff on his piano, Broadway style. And we were laughing so hard. We're like, oh, because there's lots of people who sing stuff, and some's entertaining, some's not that entertaining. This guy was off the charts entertaining. By the way, when you scope in, tell me where you're from. I keep forgetting to do that. It just seems like I knew. You heard the ukulele. Well, thank you. I did have one, and oddly enough, I played. Thanks for the hearts. Yes, I haven't even done anything to deserve it yet. These are anticipatory hearts. Look, you guys. I know a few of you are loyal. You show up every time I do a little Periscope, and I just cannot seem to get the followers. Lynn is getting 30 to 40 to 50 something followers a day. Now, I know she gets on and she talks about Periscope tips and stuff like that. And honestly, I could do that stuff. But everybody's doing that. And quite frankly, for me, what was exciting about Periscope was just being Bob, right? Just being Bob, being silly, being unpredictable. But now it's like, no, you have to say what you scope about. You have to have an agenda. I mean, I've got Bob Doyle at Bob Doyle Secret, because I didn't really finish my introduction, but for those of you who don't know, I was in a film called The Secret several years ago, a book by the same name. It's all about the law of attraction and how things come in and out of your life and how to create your life by design. And that's the work, quote unquote, I do in the real world. And well, I could give you a top tip for manifesting abundance, but that's for the other channel. Is Joe calling me Bill? Are you kidding me? He's not very good with names. He was calling Lynn Chris the other day, and now Bill. Okay, whatevs. I'll have a conversation with Joe. But look, here's what I'm trying to say. He did his scope. All right, so there are basically three different replays from last night. One was on my phone, which didn't last very long. One was on Lynn's at Lynn Rose, and then one was at Joe Simon. And I'm just telling you. If you want to be entertained and laugh and whatever, go check out those replays before they're down. Now, I know that the one that I did, I've already posted on bobdoyleshow.com, because I have all of my Periscopes automatically propagate to my, but the other channel, Melanie. Oh, hey, Melanie. Best data you ever spent. Oh, my God. Are you paying for data for that? Wow. Well, anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed it. My other channel is at Bob Doyle Secret, and honestly, I haven't dug into doing that like I thought I was going to, because I've been so busy playing with Lynn on our various channels. Because we also have at Bob. hold on, at Fun Bob and Lynn, which is where we really do our crazy Bob and Lynn dynamic, which we've been doing for 3 years on a Spreaker, on a podcast. I just got off a plane, and I had to wake up at I was up at 4:50 a.m. this morning to get this thing. Hey, real Stuart Carey, I'm glad the real one's here, because that fake one that keeps showing up, obnoxious. Oh, I'm already following you. Stuart Carey, he has a black cat called Paul Anka. Oh, yeah, I remember you. And 2 thoroughbred horses called Zian and Joseph, and he's a horse trainer and a rider. So if that is something that you are interested in, please go follow him now. Okay, so really this was just kind of, this is my, and oh, God, so Marina Del Rey, you know, which is where Lynn and I live, it's beautiful all year round. I mean, some days we get some, you know, get some gloomy days or whatever, but the temperature is good, and it's just a nice place to live. I got off the plane just now here in Atlanta, right? And it's like walking into just this layer of, you can probably see how shiny I am because of the humidity. It's really freaking crazy. Hey, Paul, I got you right before you faded off the screen. Let's find out what Paul's about. Paolo, he has not provided a profile description, and yet he has 34 followers. So Paolo, it would be great if you had a description. I don't know. I don't know what this, if you're on an Android, what the status is on that. Lynn's really keeping up with all that stuff. You know, I have this this thing that I've been talking to Lynn, that I've become sort of a Periscope orphan, you know, because she scopes all the time, and she'll go on for like an hour, and I'm wandering around, and she's getting all these hearts and followers, so it's really great for her, and she's loving it. It's like Periscope was made for her. So go follow at Lynn Rose. Kim Castle, thank you. Thank you for being here. I was just talking about the scope that we did last night with Joe Simon. I don't know if you saw that, Kim. Now, Kim is a friend of ours who we have asked you to follow several times, so please do that. You can click her name because she's up on the screen right now saying hey, and check out her profile and follow her. She is up to a lot of really cool stuff, and she's just a lot of fun to hang around with. She's very funny and entertaining and helpful with all things gluten-free. So, yeah. So last night, yeah, Joe Simon was freaking hilarious. Like he really kind of took over. In fact, at one point, people were asking if Lynn and Joe were married, because I was nowhere to be seen because I was being taken over. You saw more of me holding a kangaroo puppet than anything else, which actually was really fun. This whole puppet thing on Periscope, you know, is kind of a phenomenon. And the thing is I love puppets. And speaking of puppets, Kim Castle again, I put out a call on Facebook recently about, you know, I want to get some custom puppets made. But even if there's not custom puppets, do you know, I have looked for a place in, Joe is fun. He's tons of fun. You've got to check out, you've got to follow him at Joe Simon with a Y, JoeSymon, and just check it out. If you know it's not your cup of tea, you can unfollow. But I'm telling you, if you like to be entertained, high energy, lots of laughing, and just outrageousness, you got to check him out. And so we had him out last night to our place, and Lynn is sending me a message on Facebook right now. So she clearly did not see that I'm broadcasting, or she just said, I don't need to see his scope. He's boring. He doesn't talk about Periscope tips or give any marketing tips. And like I said, it's something that I could do, but, you know, Lynn's got that covered. But is that really the only way to get followers, is to talk about how to get followers? Or market or whatever? Hey, Ireland, you know, hold on. Rosemary Reynolds. Oh, I'm following you already. Yes. She's wife, mother, and a fan of the Law of Attraction. So we're on the same page there. She's probably waiting for me to start. I did an accidental broadcast on Bob Doyle, at Bob Doyle Secret, the other day, thinking it was this channel. And I was talking about things that had nothing at all to do with the Law of Attraction. I don't even remember what it was. I've got this post. You know how you travel, it's 4.5 planes, airports, rental cars. I get out and it's hot, and then I'm driving through thunderstorms here in Atlanta, which I miss thunderstorms, but they're not fun to drive in. Oh, Kim's got something cooking, so she's going to leave because I didn't give any Periscope marketing tips. S Media for Mummies joined. Hold on a minute. Lisa Nichols. So Lisa Nichols, not from The Secret, has joined us. So we were just talking about last night's Periscope, and really the only reason I'm even doing this, hello. the only reason I was doing this was because it's going to, the 24 hours is going to be up here in a little while, and I want you to be able to get a chance to check this. Yeah, I heard that. He called me Bill Doyle. Maybe I should start calling him Jim, right? And I'm going to get all these followers for some guy named Jim Simon, who does plumbing repair. And people are going to wonder, what? Why is Bob Doyle? Right. So no, I am going to remember and say his name properly. It is at Joe Simon. And yeah, so just go check that out. That's really all I have to say. Clearly, I'm not attracting dozens and dozens of followers, and I'm going to have to just start doing the things that I guess that Lynn says if that's what I want to do. Because I really feel like this platform is great for the ridiculous nonsense that I normally will do when I would do my own podcast or whatever, which would normally involve more walking around and being out in the world and commenting on things, just hanging out. SEO. Oh, Lanny. You know, so Lanny Morton, let's check him out. I know a little something about Lanny, but let's see what he has to say about himself. Flat broke in 2002, developed several businesses over the last 10 plus years, over 30 million in revenue. Dina and I enjoy helping. I know he does. I'm going to follow him because I should. And I know they do regular Google Hangouts that are very, very helpful for marketing as well. So you should definitely, Lanny's got a great story. He's very, very helpful. Well, I have a gimmick. However, I didn't travel with it. So I have to see if the gimmick I left here last. And when I come to Atlanta, I stay with a friend of mine who I've known for 25 years or so. No, about 25 years. And normally, you see, I would, oh, you're more than welcome, Lanny. Normally, when I travel, I always used to travel with my ukulele. Because I can't not have one with me. It's just, it's very, very important to have. But I've kind of, because I travel so much, I'm really over the checking my luggage every time. So, you know, so now I'm doing check on and check in and carry on is what I'm looking for. So I'm not bringing the ukes with me every time. But I have one that I left here last time. And this is actually, I think, the second uke I ever got. The first one I got was some $75 something or other. And thank you for sharing, Trish. And I played a few chords on that and said, "Oh my God, I love this thing. I'm gonna commit." And I got this one. I think it was this one. Yeah. So this is a concert uke, and it's got a split in it right here. I don't know if you can see that. I was so bummed. I did not understand. Hey, Susan J. Sohn. And okay, so anyway, yeah. So I got this one. Now this is, I was going to say, this is a concert size, which is a little bit bigger than the smallest size, which is the soprano. They actually do make little mini ones, which I have, of course. Hey, Australia, thanks for being here. You're here just in time for something I have no idea what I'm going to do. But if there's a gimmick, this is going to be it, probably. Although I actually bought a bunch of equipment. Not a bunch of equipment. That's really overstating it. But I did buy some things that I could plug my mixing board at home so that I could actually play like piano and different sounds too. So music would be my gimmick. Music. And maybe one of these days I could try the singing in the comments thing. Now this thing, I haven't touched it since the last time I was here. It's probably not in tune. The humidity here is horrible. My dog has fleas. My dog has fleas, he's got them on his knees. If he would wear long socks, it wouldn't be an issue. It's a real sad story, so I'm gonna get a tissue. My dog has fleas. That's right, I just made that up. I know you're thinking, no, clearly, Bob, you must have crafted that over, no hearts? All right, fine. So see, even my gimmick doesn't get hearts. All right, so I will sing a song for you now, and then I'm going to end this broadcast because I'm sweating. It's just ridiculously hot here in Atlanta, and I need to change clothes. We got the air on, but, you know. This song here that I'm choosing randomly was among one of the first ones I ever learned, and so that means that I may not be able to access all of it in my memory. And I don't know if you guys are video game players or whatever. There's a game that was out several years ago called Fallout 3, and it's kind of a post-apocalyptic. Loving it. I've only done one thing. All right, so post-apocalyptic thing, and they're sort of playing ironic music in the background. And one of the songs is "I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire," and it just kind of added this really kind of cool, ooh, that's a weird song to be playing here. And I decided that would be one of the first ones I learned to play. So I will, yeah, let's go. Stop talking and let's just get to it, is what you're saying. Enough already with the banter. This is a little out of tune. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost my ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. I just want to start a flame in your heart. This went out of tune while I was playing. It's so humid in here. And I think the humidity I exuded from going, oh, I shouldn't play things that I'm not prepared to play, also threw it out of tune. But anyway, thank you for the hearts. Trust me, I'll be doing much more of that and try the request thing, because that's what I want to do. But I need to give it a little love and care before I keep doing it here and making it a fool of myself. Why Atlanta? I'm in Atlanta because this is where my son is, and I'm here visiting him for the weekend. And I will be back in LA Monday afternoon watching Lynn Periscope while I walk around the place going, hey, remember me? I also live here. Oh, that's okay. I'll take the dog out while you Periscope. All right. Anyway. So that's it. I just really, this was the reminder of catch the replay of the scopes from last night before they vanish. Mine, the one that I did, which is only a few minutes, is on my Bob Doyle Show site, which, as I started to say the other day or earlier today, is automatically uploaded there. Went through a series of really cool back-end things that I can share with you about how to, and I know Lanny's going, I know how to do that. I know how to do that. In that voice. He's using that voice, actually. But just ways to automate the propagation and the syndication, if you will, of your replayed Periscope. And I keep promising to tell you exactly how to do that, but I think what I'm really going to do is kind of put an SEO. Yeah. Hey, I got on the front page of Google on Perry Day LA day from making a video and doing exactly what I'm talking about doing. So scoff if you will, SEO, anti-SEO man, O'Toole. I'm just teasing. So anyway, check out the replays from at Lynn Rose last night and at Joe Simon with a Y, JoeSymon, and you can check out mine also, here, or on BobDoyleShow.com, where you will also see previous Periscopes and also all the podcasts that I had done before Periscope came along. And some music, original music. It's just the Bob Doyle Show. It's just the show. It's like where Bob Doyle puts his creative stuff. So check it out. What you will see is that what's bothersome to me, and Lanny will be like, what? Why? Bob Doyle Show is this blog I kind of threw together as an experiment for myself, and then when I started uploading the Periscopes, I started sharing it with people, but it's not really ready to receive people. Like, there's not even a contact form. Like, I can't even accept email from you. So by tomorrow, that'll be fixed so that we can stay in touch or whatever. But anyway, if you want, I'd love it if you'd share. You can retweet this. I know there's not much here to talk about except go watch the thing we did last night. But that would be great, because I think Joe deserves that kind of attention. And he and Lynn were really hilarious last night. And you get to see me work the kangaroo puppet, which it's worth the price of admission alone. Hi, Ron. I'm just saying goodbye. But it's nothing you did, I promise. Just got in from a flight from LA to Atlanta, where it is 8 million degrees, and it's like walking through a swimming pool of hot water, just walking around. I'm waiting for this apartment to cool down, and I'm staying out with a friend while he is in jury duty. Yeah. So, I may be sweating, but at least I'm not in jury duty. Okay, you guys and gals, because I know that you're both out there, and I want to acknowledge the gender difference. Thank you. See ya, Lanny. Thank you for Lanny. Are you scoping yet? I'm gonna have to check out, see if he's got any. Hold on. Does he have any recent ones? Let's review his profile once. Nothing recent, nothing in the last 24 hours, but I see he and Dina doing this as well. They should. All right, you guys and gals. I will not very well. I don't know what that means. No, you're not doing it very well, or you're out of whatever. It's really hot here. Okay. We will scope again. In fact, I can guarantee you that later today I will be scoping with my friend Rob, who is also musical, and will probably be busting out the ukulele and harmonica thing. Yes. So if that sounds incredible in every single way, be sure to follow so you get notified when that happens. All right. You guys are awesome, and gals.